When we love a movie, we get hungry for more. We want to see deeper layers in the story and characters achieving the impossible. So here I am bringing my favorite trilogies ever made. The Ocean series. Josh Clooney, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, and the team, they go for the best heist in style. Ocean series is one of the best heist comedy films one must not miss. The first installment of the Oceans franchise is really a remake of the 1960s Ocean's 11. So the first story follows friends Danny Ocean and Rusty Ryan, with Josh Clooney and Brad Pitt, who plan a heist of $160 million from a casino owner, Terry Benedict. Now, in the second movie, another member joins the team to pull off heist in Europe, and in third installment, boys join again to rob a casino owned by Willie Bank, who double-crossed one of their team members. Now, upon release, the film was a success at the box office, and 3 movies are full of thrill and fun to watch. The next movie on our list is the SpiderMan series. Now, as a kid, this was the first superhero movie I saw and loved. I feel Spider-Man paved a path for all superhero movies right now. Now, the Sam Raimi's adaptation of Spider-Man was always my favorite. The Spider-Man character suffered everything without expecting anything in return. We can see how he suffered in his real life, but that never came between him saving people's life. He lived in a shady place. He did not spend time with his Aunt May and not be there for Mary Jane and his friend. And he was losing everything, but still fought for people no matter what. One of my favorite scenes was he stopping the train in Spider-Man 2. Even though people saw his face, they made a promise not to tell anyone. Now that gesture was like a big gift for Peter Parker. So Spider-Man is one of my favorite superhero trilogy on the list. Next is the Die Hard series. Now many might argue with me on this, but without any doubt, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. This Bruce Willis film is one of the best action thriller you must not miss. Yes, there's a total of 5 movies in Die Hard franchise, but we are going to look at the first 3. Die Hard follows a New York police detective, John McClane, who gets caught up in crisis where he is the only hope. The first film takes place at Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles on Christmas Eve. So each German terrorists, they break in and take the celebrants as hostage. McClane somehow escapes the detection and hides throughout the building. Can he rescue everyone? Well, you must watch and see. And the second film, it takes place after 2 years where he's waiting for his wife at Washington Dulles International Airport, again on Christmas Eve. And mercenaries take over the airport communication system, stranding all the planes on air. In the third film, McClane is back in New York City. A terrorist threatens to blow up various locations in the city unless McClane will play his twisted games. Samuel L. Jackson, who plays the character of Zeus, helps McClane to save the city. So watch the movie for some great yippee-ki-yay moments. The next movie in our list is one of the most famous time travel movie, Back to the Future. Now, Back to the Future is a science fiction movie where a teenager accidentally travels between time in a DeLorean automobile which is built by his eccentric scientist friend. Now, each movie goes to a different point in time and makes the journey enjoyable. In the first part, Marty McFly, the character which is played by Michael J. Fox, is accidentally sent back in time from 1985 to 1955 in a time machine built by Dr. Emmett, which is played by Christopher Lloyd. This twisted turn of events results in the next 2 movies. The series continues as Marty McFly and his friend Dr. Emmett travel from 1985 to 2015. Now, and in the final part, McFly is stuck in 1955 and learns about the death of Doc, and he has to go back in time to save him. Now, each part is fun to watch and they pull off the time heist with ease. The next movie on our list is The Matrix. Now, Matrix is one of the most creative, best action movies ever. The movie portrays a Crackatopia future where humanity is stuck inside a simulated reality. That is the Matrix. Intelligent machines have created this reality to distract humans while using the body as an energy source. So we are just a piece of battery for them. The movie had some innovative visuals and Keanu Reeves as Neo was the perfect casting. In the first part, a computer programmer, Thomas Anderson, under the hacker alias Neo, uncovers the truth. So he is drawn into a rebellion against the machine along with other people who have escaped from the Matrix. So in the second part, Matrix Reloaded, the fight continues when Neo, Morpheus and Trinity fight along. The skills and weaponry used in the film are extraordinary. And in the third part, the third part was released 6 months after the Matrix Reloaded. And in the movie, Neo fights against the rogue Agent Smith to end the war between machines and humans. The untitled fourth installment is in progress and the whole world is waiting to see what happens next in the Matrix. The next is the Godfather series. Now, Godfather stands out for the acting skills portrayed by each character. The story is about the ups and downs of the Corleone crime family, with priceless acting coming from Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, James Caan, Richard Castillo, Robert Duvall, and there are many more people in the movie. In the first part, Vito Corleone, which is Marlon Brando, is concentrating on transformation of his youngest son, Michael Corleone, which is played by Al Pacino. Now he is a resistant family outsider and how he turns into a ruthless mafia boss is what the movie is about. And second part is said to be the best sequel ever made. Godfather 2 is both a sequel and a prequel to The Godfather. And then the third installment, it concludes the story of Michael Corleone. Two random people meeting on a train and spending the whole night together, just having casual conversation before they part. That is the Before series. The Before series is one of the best romance drama film with a minimalist cast. It's in 3 parts, that is Before Sunrise, Before Sunset and Before Midnight. The movie is about an American tourist who meets a French student and the rest was just magic. The star cast includes Ethan Hawke as Jesse and Julie Delpy as Selin. They spend beautiful time together and we can see more layers of their life in each and every movie. If you have missed this, this is a must watch. The next movie in our list is Star Wars. Now, Star Wars is an epic saga which is created by George Lucas. This series was way ahead of its time and changed filmmaking with an enormous series of larger-than-life space operas. Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Yoda, Darth Vader, R2-D2 and C-3PO are some of the cult classic characters in the movie. Even now, Star Wars has one of the biggest fan following in the movie history. Also, if you have not watched it, it has one of the biggest twists ever. So if you're planning to watch Star Wars, go for Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope, Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. The Dark Knight series. Christopher Nolan made the Gotham Knight as one of the best superhero ever. These movies gave us one of the best action, best actings, and the best series of all time. The first movie, Batman Begins, tells us the story of Bruce Wayne. It shows how he lost everything in one night and his journey on how he becomes the Batman. He fights against Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow, who are trying to destroy Gotham. After Batman Begins came the sequel, The Dark Knight, which is a classic. Batman meets his archenemy, the Joker. Heath Ledger played as Joker and won the Academy Award for his phenomenal performance. And finally came The Dark Knight Rises, where Batman is beaten down and thrown away in a pit by Tom Hardy. But he has to get up and save Gotham, so can he do it? Please watch if you have missed this. And finally, we reach the last movie in our list, which is Lord of the Ring. Watch this movie to join the epic journey directed by Peter Jackson. The 3 movies are Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and Return of the King. The film takes place in a fictional world of Middle-earth, where the Hobbit and his companions set on a journey to destroy the powerful ring and save the world from the Dark Lord Sauron. But somehow the Fellowship is broken apart, and at the same time, the other members get closer to Mordor to destroy the ring, while the Dark Lord's power is getting stronger and stronger. Well, in the end, it's a fight between good and evil. So these are some of the best trilogy, and yes, I might have missed a few. So please write your favorite trilogy in the comments below, and a subscription to our channel will be brilliant.